What it is, what it ain't. Welcome to the show. I am your host, Mr. Kevlar. Treat them well. Yes, I try to treat them well, and I am just so honored that all of you get the opportunity to see me tonight. Join with me, as always, Mr. Skip from Skip's Trophies and More, and Mr. Diamond Dirty EGLES for life.
You spelled that wrong.
I know, that's how the Eagles fans spell it.
I don't care what you say, as long as you say champ at the end.
Oh, goodness.
Ball it up and throw it away.
Huh?
No, he was balling up. Ball it up and throw it away.
Yep, put it in the trash. The garbage. Fellas, real quick, just wanted to let y'all know.
Don't you say that no more. After Dak Prescott got on the news and said what he said, don't you say nothing about that no more.
That ain't going to be what we're going to. I wanted to talk about a former UGA lineman and current Baltimore Raven, Mr. Benjamin Cleveland. I'd just like to mention that he is following in the UGA footsteps. He received a DUI this weekend.
Don't do that. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? You always
stop. Wait a minute.
Why are you sharing light on somebody?
Continuing the long-standing Georgia tradition.
Oh my God, he followed in the UGA footsteps and got a DUI.
That's sick. You are very sick. People that battle with DUI and things of that nature, you are a sick man. You know that you are a very sick man.
You know,
because y'all have a drinking problem up there in Athens.
I don't have a drinking problem. Don't say
y'all, the fans.
Please.
I'll say this: back in my prime, I dated a girl who lived in Athens, and it's easy to get a drinking problem when you're down. I was famous for I'd have 2 Coronas in this hand and a mixed drink in this hand and usually a cigarette in my mouth. I don't smoke cigarettes anymore, but yeah, man, it's easy to have a good time in Athens. Oh, friggin' righty, fellas.
All right.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Let's talk about, sorry, my phone's a little off right now. All right, well, as we know, we just went through NBA All-Star Weekend. Throw that up there right now. And we got confetti on there? Mr. Diamond Dirty D has said that he believes the NBA All-Star Weekend, just like the NFL Pro Bowl weekend, has turned into a joke. D, the floor is yours. Please elaborate for the people.
Well, we know that the Pro Bowl got changed to a week before the Super Bowl because all the players used to go. Me and Skip know all the players used to go after the Super Bowl into Hawaii, and they used to play. And the NFL did right in my opinion, about what they do with the flag football. That's fine. And we know it was more injury situation because football is a contact sport. But this is the first year that we had an all-star game that was split up into 4 teams, I believe. I'm right, Skip. 4 teams of 8, I believe. 4 teams of 8 players, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Round robin, a tournament. The TNT cast, this is their last year of having the all-star game on TNT. So they let their commentators, pick their own team. Not only that, let's go through the whole process. We have the Friday night, we have the celebrity game, which is cool, whatever's going on in that state or city that they playing in, you have the local stars. I have no problem with that. But Saturday night, Skip as we grew up in my younger days, Saturday night All-Star was the thing that we wanted to see because we got to see the 3-point contest and we got to see the dunk contest. Okay, it was like a rite of passage back in the day. They added the skills competition because they said, hey, we need to get the point guards, some of the other skilled players involved, and let's see what we can get. It worked out fine. But now the slam dunk contest has become a joke because there's no star power in it. I don't think we've seen an all-star Skip play in the dunk contest in the last 4 or 5 years, maybe. An all-star participating in it. And I just don't get it. And, I'm going to let Skip, because Skip had a great take. the people that are being involved that's in the slam dunk contest. This gentleman that just won is the first three-peater.
And he's a G leaguer.
And he's a G leaguer. He's made more money All-Star weekend than he's made his whole career in the G League or in the NBA. Which
Can't
is
the hustle.
Huh?
Can't knock the hustle.
Oh, I'm not mad at his skill set. He did not miss a dunk. He did what he's supposed to do. He came and did what he needed to do. And then they asked him, "Are you coming back for a fourth time?" He said, "No, I need to let somebody else do whatever they do or whatever." But it's got to be some form of incentive. You know, the constituents put up the bag. Y'all making billions of dollars in the NBA. Put up the bag and put $1 million, $2 million, $3 million, or $5 million at the most on the line. Give us something, because this is becoming a flat out joke. A flat out joke. Go ahead. Let me get everything
going. TC, I don't think the All-Star game should determine home court advantage, because say you have a team like Golden State or Milwaukee that might, well, in Milwaukee's case, they might have one All-Star of their team, maybe two, and say they end up the season 70-12. They deserve home court advantage, but the West is going to just dominate the All-Star game like they've always done. I think the West is up 20-30 when it was just East versus West, something like that. So I think no All-Star game should determine home field advantage, because that's what you play for. It's home field advantage. That's what you play the regular season for.
Well, I disagree with you on that, Skip. I like how baseball did it. Now, I like how baseball did it because, again, it's about we got National League, American League. I don't have no problem with baseball doing it like that, and the fact that they added the DH, because you remember back in the day, you only got the DH if you went over there and played it. Yeah, I like that. I have no problem.
I like the DH aspect of it, but it takes away from you trying to be the best in your division or your side of the East or the West, because home field advantage doesn't matter once you get to the World Series. And to me, home field advantage sometimes wins World Series. So again, but back to the NBA thing, no incentive for the superstar dunkers of the NBA to participate. Kev, I don't know what that is, but
Kev, you got an echo.
But
Keep going.
the having Steph Curry, and he's a great player, I ain't taking that from him, but having him have a say-so in how the All-Star game should be, what was it? What did he have a say-so in? Was it the All-Star game setup, or was it the three-point? Something he had some say-so in, and they went with it because it was out in San Francisco. It should go back to what it was. The players need to understand that, hey, these fans came to see y'all put down. They want to see the best against the best. Sometimes it'll be the only time you'll have an all-star team around you to play your best. And back in the days of Kobe, Jordan, Magic, and all of them, it was to them, it was more prideful to win the All-Star game than it was almost a regular season game against a nobody.
Yes.
You know, I'm not gonna lose the bird. I don't care if he got whoever over there. Look what I got. We shouldn't lose this game. None of that matters anymore to people. And it was just a waste of time and money, in my opinion.
Well, as you said again, we don't have the rivalries that we had, meaning that I want to beat you. Everybody's friends now. Like I said, I've seen a recent D Wade interview where he was getting interviewed, and they had the 75 best players, and he said that when all these old players come in, him and Steph Curry standing next to each other, they just giggling like some schoolgirls because they seeing all these players come in. And he said, do you know some of those guys still got beef with each other? He said Isaiah is standing behind us, and Isaiah is getting mad because Michael Jordan is standing there talking to Magic. He said he's still.
Skip, just keep going, dog. Just keep going.
It's annoying, man.
They still have beef, and I think, Skip, this is where the problem is coming in. Also, it's about branding now. They got business deals with each other. They got all this stuff going on off the court, where you see now in college basketball, the women's college basketball is more enthused and interesting than the men's college basketball. You see the WNBA. I'm not saying they catching up with them, but now we are seeing things go on where they tried to bring Caitlin Clark over to play Stephen Curry in the three-point contest, and she denied it. She said, no, I want to stick to the WNBA. I don't want any parts of that, which it would have been a draw. We know it would have been a draw if they would have brought that in. But no, we've got to figure out something, man, because and then they still ain't out there playing. They're out there fooling around still.
But I get it from the player standpoint. The injury aspect is real big now. You can't afford to get hurt. For it could be your contract year, it could be the first year of a new contract. Whatever the case may be. My issue is there's no hunger for anything now except to get a check. It doesn't matter about the win or loss, especially when you have a team like, say, a Golden State. We're going to keep using them because they are mainstays in the playoffs. So you'll get a Steph that'll hoist half-court shots because that's what he does normally. But he'll do it in an all-star game playing around because there's no incentive for him to do anything but just show the people that he can make the shot. Whereas to me, the home court advantage only matters to teams that are in the playoffs. But you're going to have a lot of all-stars that are not on playoff teams. So what's their incentive?
Well, that goes again to the fact that East versus West, when you got a check for the winner and the loser got their little portion or whatever money. When you're playing for 100, I'm just using a number. If you put $500,000 over here and 250,000 over here, because they used to do it in the Pro Bowl too, the winner gonna get this. I know they're playing for charities now because they're making so much money, but I'll be a little upset if y'all playing for my charity and y'all out there ham-egging it out there and not really playing, and you got kids that we trying to support to get this, you know what I'm saying, to get whatever funding that they're trying to get. If that's the case, you see what I'm saying? Being that some of them come from single parent homes and backgrounds before they got to this money, you understand? It used to be something prideful, and then like you said, the whole city being Golden State. You know what I'm saying? They're playing to San Francisco where Golden State plays. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? And it usually be a showcase of that city, their culture, what they have, and their all-star players. That's why you usually see the home team all-star win the MVP. You really see that. It's got to that point. But again, like you said, and it's crazy because the festivities used to be something for us to look at. It ain't nothing me and you run home to now. And I hate the fact, like in Kale's demographic, age demographic, that he didn't get to see. Just stay with me, Kale. You didn't get to see some of this stuff because you'll be like how me and Skip are now. You'll be like, wait a minute, this is trash. The Dominique versus Jordan in a slam dunk contest. That was a thing all the way through, and we seen all the stars, Kev. You seen Vince Carter in a dunk contest, and you like, whoa, Kobe was in a dunk contest.
He's been two.
You see what I'm saying?
John Morant. Why was John Morant not in it this year?
It's no way John Morant, and I know he has injuries. It was a thing. We thought we were gonna see John Morant and Zion in a slam dunk contest. We thought we was gonna get that. Even the so-called, Mr. James, when he told Magic one year at an All-Star game, Magic said, "I'll put the money up. Would you participate?" He said, "Yes, I will." He didn't do it. And I believe when you have a face, I don't care, like Ant-Man. If Ant-Man participate in a slam dunk contest, you think ain't nobody gonna come and say, "Wait a minute, hold up, I gotta get some of this action." But and when you say injury prone, TC, this is what gets me. Back in the day, you mean to tell me they didn't have the medical, what's the word I'm looking for, Skip? The physicians the type of
medical expertise.
They thank you that they have now that they spend all this money on their bodies to keep themselves going. Hell, they taking days off anyway.
But see, back it's a different generation. It's a different outlook now. Now you have so much access to the different levels of medical, and they have the highest level, of course. Back then, they didn't have it. They had what we call toughness. You know, back then
everybody's soft now.
Right. And not soft in the physical aspect of the word, soft in the mental aspect of it. Jordan would not sit out a game. LeBron doesn't have to. He just does it because it's the norm. Now, he's an anomaly when it comes to players. But a lot of these players claiming, I need rest. Man, suppose every time you took a rest, you lost that paycheck. That's what it should be. Because, like you said, D, when these people scrape this money, and LeBron coming to Atlanta on Christmas Day, oh, we ain't gonna celebrate a homeboy. We're going down to Phillips Arena. I mean, not Phillips, whatever it's called now.
State Farm
Arena, and we want to see LeBron, and he come out there in a suit. Yeah, he just lost that paycheck, and LeBron makes what, $250,000 a game, something like that. No, I don't think. Yeah, you make $40 million a year. You make at least 40. So that's
a bunch of money. Just
he makes $300,000-$400,000 a game.
Just a bunch of
money.
So yeah, I think in my opinion, to get these guys is contracts and incentives. I get the TC, but what I'm saying is, if you sit out a game and you're healthy, and your only complaint is I'm tired or I'm resting my injury, you're not on the injury report, you lose that paycheck. I guarantee you, they'll start doing what LeBron doing and keeping his body in shape and getting on that floor.
If you don't clock in at work, you'll get paid.
Boom. But again.
All right. Hey, real quick, somebody posed an interesting idea to me, and I don't remember if I said it to y'all last weekend, but since we mentioned the NBA or the NFL Pro Bowl, instead of doing these stupid games, take the losers from the championship games and let them run it.
Wait a minute.
So this year, so take the losers from the championship games and let them run it. Put a money incentive out there so that we actually get a game. Like this year, it would have been Washington and Buffalo play a game instead of the Pro Bowl for all the what ifs. You know what I mean?
Well, I see what you're saying. Like if it's a tournament style, somebody still play for
third place.
No,
not even tournament style. Just a why not? The NFL has enough money. Put up a couple million for the team to split. You know what I mean? And then have the what if Super Bowl. I mean, call it something better, but it could have been Super Bowl. I don't know.
That's where the issue with the football come in at, because like he said, they contract incentives. They're giving you extra $1 million to make the Pro Bowl. You see what I'm saying? They giving you so much. That's why the NFL's contracts are just crazy compared to the NBA. You got the 12th best player on the bench making more money than Saquon Barkley. You follow me? So that's the part. They don't even care about making the All-Star game because their contracts are guaranteed. Mm-hmm. Like Skip said, if it was some type of incentive based on their contract, how many games they play, we already see they got to play what, 65% or 75%?
65%
to get in the awards category. It should be something else. Okay, you ain't in MVP consideration if you ain't in an All-Star. You know, something to make them play. If barring injury.
I don't think there's ever been an MVP that wasn't an All-Star.
I'm just.
I got you. Yeah, I got you. But the 65% of the games in order to be considered an All-Star, considered a chance to win, I think is great. But I think the one incentive that they could do is if you sit out a game and it's not you're suspended or you're recovering from an actual injury or injured, you should lose that paycheck.
Got to be on IR.
That's right. You should lose that paycheck because nobody thinks about the little man. The little man is what keeps the NBA going. What's giving them all this money? That's us. You know, yeah, the sponsors do what they do, but if it wasn't fan driven, there would be no jersey sales, no shoe sales, none of the other stuff that makes the NBA popular or makes the Jordan shoe popular, everything else. So you got to give. Go ahead.
And I got to say this: the last game I attended, the Hawks played this year. The Hawks played against Memphis. got to the game. First of all, it's my fault because I should have paid attention. John Morant didn't play. Skip. Look, watch this. John Morant didn't play. Get there. Trae Young and the Johnson kid is not playing. They tell us in the stand, oh, they sitting out because of a rest. Mind you, I'm in the suite. This ain't no just regular old seat. I done paid top dollar to sit in this free food and free drinking. It's like, hey, we ain't even paying attention to the game. Hawks get beat.
Drink.
Hawks get, huh?
What? Take him to you highlight all the obvious. And you
Go ahead, D.
I agree.
Go ahead.
Oh my God, Kim.
So,
that's all.
And see what I'm saying? That's the part that we talking about, LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Again, you have some of the players that lead by example, or if he ain't doing it, we ain't gonna do it. You see what I'm saying? Because of him being the face of the NBA. And you can tell they look so disinterested, you know, and everything. And tell me this, why you didn't even dress out? You could have dressed out and took a picture with the team. They taking a team picture, Skip. Everybody got on a uniform. You standing there with your street clothes on. But you showing your all-star shoe. You know, you doing, you know, showing that, you know, that the all-star shoe and this so forth and so on.
Mm-hmm. TC, when you make statements, man, make sure they're true. When LeBron got selected as an all-star, that was it. There's no incentive on nobody's contract to say they have to appear. So for you to say a max contract, he's been on the max contract status since he left Miami. Stop that. So he could get a max contract. The man worth over $1 billion, dog. Come on, man. Y'all killing me with LeBron just because it's the narrative. It's something to do. Let's talk about these cheaters. Let's talk about how the All-Star game is in dump. The WNBA All-Star game is a bigger draw than the NBA All-Star game.
Well, I'm not going to say it's a bigger draw yet.
In actuality, it should be. I mean, there's no.
I agree. I agree with you.
What highlight can you talk about for an All-Star game?
Nothing.
Exactly.
Shaq and Kevin Hart talking shit before the games.
Nothing. Nothing.
That's about it.
Nothing.
Well, let's talk about Chris Paul for a second. D, do you think he cheated?
Yes.
Oh.
No.
Yes, and the reason being because I seen them doing it, and I was like, okay, what are they doing? And they actually had to stop what was going on and go talk to him. And being the fact that Chris Paul is a multi-game All-Star, one of the top 75 players in the league, he knows better. You have a second year player here that you're supposed to be showing veteran leadership to. You are the point guard of the team. Wimbiana, this is his first time competing in All-Star weekend like this. Why are you out here trying to make a mockery of the competition? If you didn't want to do it, don't do it. That's what I'm saying, Skip. Just don't do it. Do not go out there fooling around, because again, look what you're doing, Skip. We know what's going on as adults. But what if it's a kid out there that's looking at point guard, as his nickname is, point guard, out there making a mockery of the skills competition?
Okay, I got you. He didn't cheat. They exploited the rules. That's what they did. He didn't break no rules. He just exploited them, and that's what they said he did. You exploited the rules. That's against the image of the game and all this stuff here, so we're going to disqualify you.
Integrity.
Right. So Wimbiana, like I told you pre-show, was walking around asking people, was what they're going to do legal? Is it legal? Nobody would answer him with a straight answer, none of this. So when they did it, oh, they cheating. Yes, it was wrong because of who he is. He was the president, or he might still be the president of the collective of the NBA PA players, whatever it's called. Yeah. I don't know how many years. So why would you even participate in something like that when you're the so-called head of the house? You know, but all they want to talk about is LeBron being selfish.
again, like I said, that was that Saturday night, and I like how the fact that they tried to address it on air. Because I'm telling you, we doing this. You know what we be doing. I got the two things going at one time. So I'm like this, and then I hear Spider up there, Donovan Mitchell saying, you over here trying to cheat. They asked Donovan Mitchell this live on air, and they tried to go talk to Chris Paul, and he's sitting on there with that dumb look on his face like, I don't care, whatever, so what, whatever, with that arrogant attitude that he has as he's gotten older in the league. And I'm like, they already say, Rondo in years said, y'all really don't know this dude, he's a scoundrel. He keep telling y'all.
Everybody says it. He's a dirty player.
Yeah, he's dirt. He's a scoundrel. He does things and he does this, and whatever. I can get you the link. We didn't get you the link. And this is what happens when this stuff happens. I just think they're making a mockery of it and doing all.
Right. Now,
I got you, Tar.
I think the link's at the top of the chat.
Yeah, yeah, but when you say he gets another max contract, after this season.
Oh Lord!
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, can we just pause everything?
My brother,
returning to the show.
No,
the Kick Step King, Coach Abby. Oh God! There it is. Give me the applause.
Now. The floor is his, Kev. The floor is his.
Oh,
go, Kev.
God. Hang on. Before you go, Abe, what I want you to start with, since you've been away for a while, let's talk about how your Falcons season is.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh, it's fine.
Come on, D. You the champ.
He didn't get his opinions all.
Let that man talk. We've been bashing his team forever. Let him go. Go, Abe.
Well, what's up, everybody? Well, first off, man,
look at his face. Oh,
first off, the whole Cousins experiment came back to bite us. He was definitely on goal the first couple of games, but he had the hidden injury allegedly. Didn't want to say what was going on. And I don't know why the hell Raheem didn't say what was going on, but I just don't like the way Raheem handled that whole little situation, not being honest with the damn fans, and I mean, what I do feel like is that they kind of held Penix back. We're trying to keep going with Kurt. Like after the New Orleans game, when we realized he hurt, I believe we had to bye week that next week. Should have sat Kurt ass out and Penix the rest of the way. But, I mean, that's neither here nor there. I'm happy with the way we trying to go, though, with Penix. I love him as a quarterback. I definitely feel like offensively we got all the tools we need. But defensively we did make a coaching change. But we got to get some guys, too, man. I think y'all may not believe me when I say this, but I think it's time to do away with Grady. Great hometown guy, but for $16 million, you ain't giving me nothing, my brother. I think you gave me 2 sacks this season. And granted, he is a tackle, so you don't expect that numbers to be high. But as it was, other than Judon, maybe Grady was our best D lineman. So you definitely expected a little more out of him. So I think it's time to get a little more younger, a little more athletic in the trenches, and I feel like I cannot trust Terry to draft defensively. Offensively, he drafts great, but defensively, man, I don't know. He just missing, man, and he won't get no damn Georgia boy. I don't understand that at all. To the life, you got this place right here in your backyard. Go get people from everywhere else. I definitely don't understand it. Put that shit down, D. Put it down.
We know one team that get Georgia players.
Philadelphia Bulldogs.
And I didn't even know that they had Seen on the roster too. I think
yes, picked them up late.
practice squad or whatever. But man, congrats D on the win, man. Good stuff. Good stuff. I definitely feel like, with all y'all got coming back, it's gonna be hard to beat y'all, man. Definitely gonna be hard to beat y'all. All our teams right now looking up at you, especially Kev. Sorry, Kev. But Kev, no, I gotta get it. Kev, no, I gotta
Pretty sure we had a better record.
Yeah, so I definitely feel like just going forward, man, Terry got to do a better job of drafting defense, and Raheem got to do a 100 times better job at in-game management and different game situations. Feel what I'm saying? And you would have thought that he been a veteran coach, that we wouldn't go through the little stuff that we did, but hey man, it is what it is.
So,
Well,
I
Abe,
definitely feel like Raheem has maybe 1 or 2 more years
I
to
was
fall
just
on his face the way
I
he
was just
did
gonna
this
ask you
year.
that.
I definitely don't feel like we're gonna give him a longer term like we did Arthur, like we did anybody. Like it got to translate to some wins, man. And right now, I got the feel last year that Raheem wasn't fully aware on what the hell he was doing, and that was real surprising to me. Feel what I'm saying? But I love our offense. What we got going on. Might need to get a right tackle since our quarterback now is left-handed. We might need to get a better left tackle. Now, granted, we just played Garrity, so it might be a little hard to do. We might have to trade or whatnot. But I definitely feel like going forward offensively, we can play with anybody. But man, we gave up damn near 50 to Carolina, bro, and that's just unacceptable. You feel what I'm saying?
well, I'm gonna take a left turn here. As
Just to make
much as I know you want to talk about them Falcons, for those who don't know, the original purpose of the revamp of this show back in, I think that was season 2 or 3, was we put a huge focus on youth sports. And you were looking at one of the cavaliers of coaching when it comes to youth sports, the Kick Step King, obviously, how he got his name. Abe, what is going on with the ABA Bulldogs? How did the season end? Are we prepping for next season? What it is, what it ain't?
well, man, those kids are about to be 13 now, so it's time for middle school for them. You got a few that want to hang around and do the 13 youth, but to me, that's not really maximizing what you can do. You around Georgia, if you're not traveling every week, you're not gonna get no really good competition playing 13 youth unless you just go straight to middle school. So but shouts out to Coach Hill and his program, man. They still got all other age groups wide open. Me, because of my occupational situation right now, I'm kind of on the fence on how I'm gonna do things, on if I'm gonna do things. So, but I'm definitely keeping my, I definitely got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Do football coaching. Anytime that my situations coordinate, I definitely be back out on the field. But I keep you posted. But I know for sure if I begin back out there, pretty much in the next couple of weeks.
Hell yeah. There you go, fellas. Y'all got any questions for the Kick Step King here?
How do you feel? Because, like I said, we went through. I know you've been watching the show. We've been doing what we do.
Good stuff, by the way. Good stuff.
Terry Fontenot as your GM. Do you look at you like you just said? He's picked great on offense besides Kyle Pitts, in my opinion. Do you see them trading Kyle Pitts this year because his rookie contract? They have not offered him a contract, so either he's going to walk into free agency or whatever they're going to do. And do you make a deal to go get a Myles Garrett? Or rumor reports out there that the Falcons are in play about Michael Parsons.
Either or. If I'm trading Pitts, to get either one of those guys, Pitts, bye. I feel like we can get a a better, more traditional tight end in the draft. Hell, you had Jonnu Smith, who was pretty decent. But you let him go, he was an Arthur Smith guy. But you let him go and go down there to Miami, and he looked more athletic, more
He balled out.
than Kyle Pitts did. Now I will say I want to see if Penix can kind of unlock Pitts a little bit.
I think he did. The last couple of games of the season, it was him and Pitts.
I agree. Now I want to see that body work over a full season. Now he up on his 5th year option this year, so I think he's gonna make around $10 million at the tight end position.
Hold on one second. Hey, TC, don't you do that. I don't want to wait the next Monday. You talked all that trash. Click that link, pimping. Okay. Now you want to wait the next week. Go ahead, Kickstep King. My bad for interrupting. I had to get him.
Nah, you good. But I do feel like Penix is gonna try to unlock him. However, I do feel like that his body of work is not gonna be enough really to re-sign him. I don't think we will. I think we're gonna let him ball out this year and get a good high pick for him. That way we can maybe get Garrett or Parsons, and we need to get better more so on defense than offense. Now, if you can somehow keep Pitts and still get your pass rusher, that'll be great too. But I would like to pair whatever pass rusher we get along with Judon too. You feel what I'm saying? I just don't want to have one on one side and it be kind of like last year. But I feel like whoever we get will be better than what Judon gave me. And he was kind of disappointed this year, but we still didn't have nobody on the other side to kind of compliment him. So it just kind of feels it out.
Time out.
TC still talking.
Time out.
Coming to the stage.
Time out. Hold on, Kev.
Give him his intro, Captain. Give him his intro, D.
This is another one of our classmates, Mr. Tars T.C. Burgers at his finest. Chrysler, the number 1 fireman in Atlanta. And I'm gonna say not Atlanta, the number 1 fireman around the state.
I was
around the state. I'm gonna give him the state because he can go anywhere he want to.
Yeah, I saw him in the cab.
Yeah, he can go anywhere he want to. So Skip, act like you got some manners. I don't want no problem out of you.
Get his ass.
Coming to the stage, Mr. TC Burgers. TC, what's going on? Do me a favor real quick, TC. Turn your phone sideways.
Sideways, I got you.
Yeah. There you go. Looking like an old linebacker.
He told me to hit the link. He thought I win. Say it again.
Uh-oh.
No,
stealing the neighbor's Wi-Fi. There we go. I keep telling y'all to pay that bill.
There you go. Now, what you say now, TC?
No, you told me to hit the link. I told you I hit the link.
Yeah, now.
So we know. So we know everybody out there in internet land. We are a work the right podcast. If you want to come on here and speak your mind, have an opinion, you get the link, you come in. It's no problem. These are two again. It's another one of my classmates. We graduated together from Benjamin Elijah Mays High School. We don't have foolishness going on too much. So I wouldn't let this gentleman come on here and do what he need to do. So we do. So go to have your business, TC.
No, how much donation do y'all need to keep this going? That's what
I'll send you the bill whenever we get done.
There you go.
But now, TC, you made the statement that LeBron needed an all-star appearance to get a max contract.
Yes, sir.
LeBron didn't get a max contract.
In the CBA, it said you had to have all NBA, all NBA, be picked for all NBA, play 65% of the games, and an all-star appearance. That helps out your max contract. That to let you know that LeBron will be back another year.
Okay, hold on.
Go ahead.
It helps with a max contract. LeBron is a 20-time all-star, sir. He's gonna get a max contract.
What I'm saying,
hold on. I'll let you finish.
Go ahead.
Your statement was, let me read it to you.
Mm-hmm.
LeBron waited till the last minute so he can still have an All-Star appearance for his max contract. That's not the case. If he hadn't made the All, he could have broke his leg and not played half the season. The next time it came up, he would have gotten the max contract. Come on, man. What are you talking about?
No.
Well, Skip,
no, that's not how it works. That's not how it works, sir.
Well, Skip,
Okay.
that's the argument that they were having.
Thank you.
He wanted to make sure he got his All-Star appearance. Now the money aspect is another caveat to it. What TC is saying, but they did say he wanted to make sure. That's why the
the commentators, correct?
No, the whole everybody. That's why the selfish part came out. I get what you're saying, but that's why you asked why they made the selfish comment. That's why they made it. Go ahead.
Okay, now I have a different outlook on why they made the selfish comment. Like we said pre-show, if LeBron was out there warming up, getting lathered up, in my opinion, it could have been, let me see if I can play on this ankle or this knee, whatever his injury is, foot, whatever.
No.
And during that, you know what? Let me go ahead and do this because I didn't see the All-Star game, so you said he was out there warming up, getting lathered up, correct? So why would he do that and then all of a sudden say, you know what, I ain't playing?
The game I saw, he wasn't getting lathered. He just shook everybody's hand.
I'm just telling you what you said.
I didn't see what they did, TC, what they did, and that's my fault. What they did, they showed him shooting around. So it could have been some previous TNT stuff. They showed it. They showed it. And I was like, okay, cool. And then the next thing you know, when I didn't see him playing, I said, wait a minute. Why on TV would you show this? Because it made the illusion like he was finna play.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Now, one more answer to that thing, and then we're going to get back on track because we want you to participate since you're here. Once you get elected or voted to the All-Star game, that is it. You don't have to appear in the game to be considered an All-Star. So when y'all say he did all of this to get the appearance, when the fans voted him in, that's what made him a 21-time All-Star. Correct?
20th is no problem. Skip. I have no issue with what you're saying. You are correct.
Yes. I'm trying to make my point here. His comment said he did that to make the appearance. When he got those 8 million votes, whatever it is he got, that was the appearance. So, in my opinion, he didn't wait till the last hour to say, I want to get this All-Star.
It's got to be official.
Okay, dog. I got it.
I don't know, Skip. I think it's kind of shitty to wait till the last minute. If you wasn't gonna play, you should have let them. You should have let them know at the beginning of the day. If you call out of work the night before, hey, I'm messed up, I can't come in tomorrow, versus calling out when you 30 minutes late already.
Well, Skip, let me give you some context. Okay. So the Giannis told them on Wednesday. So they gave them enough time to get a replacement, which was Trae Young. Mm-hmm. You have some guys that were scratched from the All-Star, which you left when they did this round robin picking, and if me and you picking, and then you find out at the last minute, an hour before the game, that Joe Bo ain't playing, and this was your number one pick, you're gonna be upset, and you might not do on that, but you're gonna go to him, hey dog, you knew this. Not only that, you showed up on Saturday late. So now all these reports are coming out. So you knew it's a possibility that you weren't playing. You're not going to sit up and tell me this. You are a superstar, arguably the face again of the NBA. You're not going to sit up and say all of a sudden you ain't playing.
Okay, and again, those are not the points I'm arguing, dog.
Okay,
can I make a point?
I hear all of that.
Okay.
TC just said to me, it's not official until the day of the All-Star game. That is bullshit.
Okay.
That's what that is.
If you go check the CBA and these people contracts, see, we do a lot of talking about what somebody should be doing, but we don't investigate the CBA. It is not like when Jordan played back in the day. It is not like when Larry Bird or Magic Johnson played back in the day. Everything is totally different because the TVs are involved. The man had to make sure it was an official All-Star appearance so he could make sure, I didn't say this year, he is telling y'all, really, in so many words, he's telling y'all, I'm going to sign another max contract because he got some under his sleeve with playing with somebody else. That is what he doing because Rich Paul done told him how to do this. Rich Paul is the king of all contracts. He the one who got people paid for a pandemic, and nobody knew it was a pandemic. If you go read the CBA, it'll tell you what they get paid for and how they get selected. I do that now. I do a lot of sports stuff. You may not like my answers or my comments.
Well, I mean, that's
a
what
lot of
the
sports.
We love
that's
all
what the
answers
debate
and
is
comments, TC.
But again, one thing I know is if I'm a debate with D or Kev or you or whoever, I'm shooting facts at you. I'm not shooting feelings. You get what I'm saying? And I get what you're saying, but I don't. Okay, we not can't argue that point because we'll just keep going back and forth. But I never said you lied about nothing. I just said that I didn't think that was the wording. That's all I said.
You're right. You're right. You never said that. You didn't say that. I didn't say you said that. You said you did.
Okay, gotcha.
But anyway, made sure I came on here when you told me to come on here.
That's right. Because you go, I better wait next week. No, we ain't doing all that. You said it this week, pal. But you here? Go, Kev. My bad.
No, you good. I ain't have nothing.
Okay, now, TC, question to you.
Yes, sir.
Was it a bigger story? Should it have been a bigger story? LeBron sitting out or Chris Paul and Wemby exploiting the rules?
Well, they was gonna always make it a bigger story with LeBron. Anything LeBron do is a bigger story. Anything that man do is gonna always be a bigger story. Cause guess what? We said that Embiid should have sat out the Olympics. We said that Kawhi should have sat out the Olympics for his team. This man just set out for his team to make sure they make a playoff push, and y'all got mad talking about it was selfish. Who should have set out? Because right now Embiid wish he would have set out.
He talking about the NBA.
Oh, I'm talking about the whole NBA.
Okay, gotcha.
They all got on them about sitting out, but the man took it upon himself to sit out to help his team out, and he made that clear. If we gonna make a push for 30 games from here, and I'm 40, I'm not a 25-year-old SGA. I'm not a 25-year-old Luka. I'm a 40-year-old LeBron, and I gotta rest. The man just came off of making the playoffs, going to the Olympics, and then playing another season. On top of that, he done went to the playoff just about every year he done played.
I don't think he's missed the playoffs but once in 15 years. That's
right. So guess what? He is the main one that can take a break whenever the hell he wants to.
And that's understood. But LeBron is
I'm a LeBron fan too, though.
I'm a LeBron fan too.
I know that one right there. He a Jordan fan. I used to be. I'm still am a Jordan fan, but I have my. I'm not gonna get on that. But
wait a minute.
Wait a minute. An awakening.
Wait just a minute. Wait just a minute.
He started talking that shit. Look, his camera went out.
Wait just a minute. I am a fan of LeBron. I have no problem with nothing. Some of the stuff he did, but the only thing I had a problem with when he went back to Cleveland, and I didn't want him to play for the Lakers. I have no other problem with him.
I wanted him to play for the Lakers because I ain't like it. Well, I didn't dislike him, but I didn't become a LeBron fan until he became a Laker. Now, I never hated him. But again, I tell y'all this all the time. But when you're a Laker, I'm a fan of you. Once you leave a Laker, okay, bye. You get what I'm saying? I don't believe in I'm a Heat fan because he a Heat. Or I'm a Cleveland fan. We ain't talking Celtics basketball because they trash. How you want to say that? Trash.
Well, we can't say that because they the reigning and defending champ. So you can't
say whatever.
Lulu.
Whatever. Anyway, TC, who your NBA team? The Hawks.
Everybody don't like the Hawks because they're in Atlanta.
Hey, I'm glad I can tell y'all this. I do not have any team because I do other extracurricular activities outside of the FanDuel and all. Seriously, I don't have a favorite team in NFL. I don't have a favorite team in NBA. I don't have a favorite team in MLB because I do a lot of FanDuel. You might see I'm in the basement now.
Well, let me ask you this: what's your favorite lift?
My who?
That's a big son of a bitch right there. What's your where you shoulder press, dog?
What I shoulder press?
What you shoulder
I don't
press?
lift weights anymore, man. I threw my shoulder out, man. I use a bench press 315 with no problem. I'm done now. I'm 45 years old. I don't do that no more.
Easy answer. Easy
See,
answer.
Kev see us with the big pep and everything,
All
and swear we
I'm
work
saying
out. We used to years and years and years ago.
Bruh,
Yeah,
he got on here and I saw his big
And
ass shoulders. I
it
took
is.
my hoodie off for a minute. It was way too cold. I was like, damn, I'm gonna take mine out. It's way too cold out here, dog. He had me upset.
They'll tell you I used to be a little skinny little something at May.
Yeah.
Skinny, man.
Yeah.
When I got in the fight,
Hey, TC, Bo said, and I know you know
Yes,
who
sir.
Bo is. He can't debate with a man with no team.
It's cool.
Damn, Bo.
It's cool. But I will tell them. I will tell them this. I will tell them this. When it come down to sport, I promise I can go with the best of them. I got some good points. I got some good things, especially for that guy right there. I can't wait till this basketball season start. That guy is right above me. D. He loves Michael Jordan, but I'm trying to tell these people it's somebody else in town and get ready for it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, let me tell you, I have no issue. I have no issue with that. I love the sport, as you say.
I like to go at it about the Miami Hurricanes. I remember it was good back when they were selling cocaine. I like to go at it with them Cowboys because they were good.
I told you when the name,
back when what's his name?
the coke was pure.
Hey, back when Nate Newton used to transport that cocaine. I'm good with all y'all. Come on.
I keep trying to tell this fella they ain't won a Super Bowl since they had them young girls in that white flow going on in the room. I tried to tell him this.
They ain't been none since they gave that money to Romo. That was your negative, and that was the worst thing you could ever did. When you gave that money to Romo, y'all ain't seen another playoff.
Romo was a great white hope, man.
Huh?
Romo was the next great white hope.
Yeah, but when they gave him that money,
that's why they paid him. They thought he was going to be the catalyst to get them home back to the Super Bowl, and he fumbled that kick in the playoffs, and that was it.
And hold on. I remember you said something about a point I made a long time ago when I said something about the Falcons when they gave that money to the church, and that lady said God don't like ugly in that interview before that game. Aaron Rodgers came in here. He invented the discount double check. Go check your facts. He invented that night. He invented that. Him and KGB invented that. Those are true facts. See, if anybody want to question what I know, let's go. I can tell you when all the people left the Falcons and the Braves. When Fred Tokar came up in here, all black players left.
Yes, well, I ain't know when he came up in here when he got caught up and they felt like he was going to start running his mouth. That's when they got up out of here.
Yeah. So we good. We good. I got you, kid. Let go, man. I know you got some little points down there. Come on.
Oh, y'all got another meal here. Oh, I like it.
I told him I'm ready to donate to the cause because I don't want to be on here talking for free.
Both said Terrell always cried for Romo, and that old lady didn't pay her tithes.
Well,
that's my quarterback.
Go ahead.
I mean, really, we ain't got too much else. Alex Pereira just signed another fight.
Wait a minute, Kev, because I didn't get to talk to you. I wanted you to bring up the Ukraine boxer that just got his butt knocked out this past weekend.
Yeah.
Kev, look it up right quick. The guy won the WBO. It's so many belts, middleweight, lightweight, whatever. But he got the WBO title. The Ukraine boxer, Kev, you won here. He sent this black guy a case of bananas and watermelon.
Yeah.
And at the pre-fight, he said, I tried to, I'm paraphrasing, respect you as a boxer, but now you done made this personal and I'm finna punish you. I don't know who thought it was okay for you to send this to me. And out of anybody over there in Ukraine, all the money as the government has sent over there to help you, and this is what you plan to do? And you finna get in the ring with somebody? I know we do, all the fighters do this. We see it in the UFC. We see it in boxing. The trash talking. Kev, it was just blatant out disrespectful. And then when he started going at him, that we see at these pre-fight press conferences, they say, oh, don't be disrespectful. They tell him not to be disrespectful.
Right.
You should have started talking Russian to him.
Oh, he was sitting there like he couldn't say nothing.
Oh, and Keyshawn Davis, that's his name.
And he gets knocked out with a liver punch.
Denny's Baranchik, WBO lightweight champ, lightweight belt.
Yeah.
But in the presser, the weigh-in or whatever it was, they were standing there. He was standing there. You know how sometimes what the narrative always is, the loud person is the one that's scared, this and that. The guy walked up and, you know, they tried to get him to do the face-off. And when he said that was disrespectful, what you did, whoever was filming it on their phone or wherever I saw it, I think I saw it on YouTube. He said, yeah, that's right. He sent him a watermelon in the mail. I didn't know nothing about the other or whatever it was, but that's pretty much saying the N-word. You just a trashy diss or you a ghetto diss or whatever. And I'm glad he beat him. I'm gonna go back and look at it because it's on YouTube. But my thing is, it could have worked against him. He could have went in there so worked up and a lucky punch, like the Mayweather fight. I mean, not Mayweather, the Roy Jones fight. Tarver hit him with a lucky punch, knocked him out. You know, so it could have been one of those type things, and then he could have looked like nothing. But I'm glad he did his thing. So, Kev, I'm surprised you didn't know about this one.
I'm trying to find it right here.
Well,
Keyshawn Davis. Keyshawn Davis is the guy's name, and Denny's is Denys.
Mm-hmm.
Since it's Russian, I say Denny's.
I'm seeing a little bit of it here on ESPN, but no actual story about the race. I'm just going to say the racist packages. Damn, no, I didn't hear that. That's insane.
It's kind of crazy.
I got it. I found it. On the ESPN app, it says, in dominant performance, Davis dropped Baranchik, if that's how you say it, twice, and ended the fight with a vicious left hook to the body that crumpled the champion midway through round 4. Baranchik grimaced in pain as he got to one knee and didn't beat the count. The knockout came at the 145 mark. It also says Davis, 13-0 with 9 knockouts, won the belt in his 14th professional bout, tied with Oscar De La Hoya for the third fewest fights needed to win a belt. And it doesn't go into detail, but that's pretty much what that's.
I just, when I was getting the show together, this is when this came across my line, Kev, and I meant to call you, but it came because usually when I do it, Tars, I get some stuff late that I don't have when I put this out, and I'm like, wait a minute, I know Kev usually keep up with our fight game and mixed martial arts. So I said, wait a minute, let me talk to Kev, but you weren't in here when I was talking about it, Kev, we got started. And I'm like, y'all showed this now because I think the fight would have got a little more pub if we would have knew about this type of stuff that happened. Kev would have been on it. We would have seen this. But, of course, they don't want to shed light on it. And it's a political thing to me because all this money that we just sent over there to help these people out.
Absolutely. Dana White would have blasted that shit. He would have made sure that the social media team put it everywhere to get that draw. I'm about to go watch this. People that don't even watch UFC, I'm about to go watch this racist Ukrainian get his head knocked off.
And I think ESPN did not want to, because it was a free fight. It was one of the Friday Night Lights type fight where we used to get these back in the day, Kev. And you get a Mike Tyson fight when he was up and coming on a Friday Night Lights. So get a Mayweather or Roy Jones when they were up and coming before they get to it. And I don't know if they thought this guy was gonna beat this kid or whatever. The kid looked very poised in the ring, and he wasn't trying to kill him or nothing. He was systematically breaking this joker down.
Mm-hmm. That's good stuff. Also, the we didn't talk about the slam dunk contest, but a little bit. The guy Mac McClung, I don't know why he's with the Magic, right? Yeah, he's with the Orlando Magic. I don't understand why that guy, unless he really can't do nothing but dunk, why he hasn't been called back up.
Because he don't have a shooting game.
Okay, gotcha.
He is a newfound and one guy. That's what he is.
Gotcha.
If you remember and one, those and one guys, not many of them could make it in the NBA because it was system.
Only one of them did.
Play in the system.
Right. Okay, gotcha. Makes sense.
Buddy reminds me of
3 years in a row, you've been in the dunk contest, and sometimes that sells tickets, so not the Magic are in any playoff hunt or anything like that, but
They are.
But what I'm saying is, if that's the case, then I can see why I'm not bringing them up because they need every roster spot. But we always know there's 3-4 guys that never see the court, you know, on the NBA team.
Well, in his case, his height and the position that he plays, the players that they have there, he can't hold a job. I'll just be honest with you. It ain't
That's
nothing.
like having a fine mama and they just let you in because your mama.
There you go.
I mean,
You feel me with that?
He
Hey,
reminded,
who mama you referring to?
I'm just saying. I mean, that's just like if he had a
Who mama you referring to? You say it every
James
week.
Daniels' mama.
play on the Redskins. That's all I. I'm messing with you.
Nah, Buddy reminds me of what's his name? Woody Harrelson's character in Semi-Pro. That was all I could see when I was looking at Buddy last night.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay.
So we got anything else? What we got going?
Chama has signed
wait a
his
minute.
next fight. Ah, damn, are you gonna let me get this out?
I'm sorry. I know I gotta let you get it. I gotta give you this. To 9:00 it just started. We beat the dream team. You have the NCAA team that they put together, all-star team back in '92 that they put together with Chris Webber, Penny, Grant Hill. I'm just giving you those names. They played a exhibition game against the dream team and they beat them. That's a documentary that's coming on now on HBO. And since Bo asked about the Boston Celtics, Skip, I know you're a Laker fan. They are doing a docuseries on Celtic Pride that will premiere on HBO on March 30th. They're going back and talking to all the Celtics. And I got something for you, okay, Laker fans. And Tars should know this. Watch this. Could you tell me, Skip, what Laker player or your Laker organization that developed their own players? It ain't been but two. Well, I'm gonna say three. It's been three.
What, like a player?
They developed their own players. Listen, this is what I got for you. I got Magic, Worthy, and Jerry West. They're the only player. Let me finish. They're the only players that they drafted and they developed. Everybody else they got in their franchise history, they traded for or they picked up in free agency.
Not AC Green.
They have not developed no players in their history but three.
AC Green was drafted there and then didn't play nowhere else.
AC Green when they played for the Dallas Mavericks. We talking about
He was over here. Well, okay, go ahead.
Superstar player then, since you want to say AC Green, don't you do that. You know better than that. You know better than you said AC Green. I just named AC Green is not a Hall of Famer.
Michael Cooper.
Michael Cooper. Okay.
Jamal Wilkes. No, I'm sorry, Jamal Wilkes did not. He came to them. Who you talking about? Just the Lakers or any organization?
The Lakers organization. The mystique of the Lakers organization is that they're one of the number one franchises between them and the Celtics in the NBA. Mm-hmm. This came across. I was just thinking the other day, and I called Bo. I should have told you. The Lakers organization has only developed three
from drafting to retirement.
Yes, 3 Hall of Fame All-Star Championship players: Jerry West, Magic Johnson, and James Worthy. Everybody else,
Kobe Bryant.
Nope, they traded for Kobe.
Yeah, they traded for Kobe.
Kobe never put up with them. So what are you talking about?
They traded. You heard what I said? That they drafted. Listen to what I said.
Scott?
They drafted Byron Scott. Byron Scott got traded. They traded for Kobe. I said they drafted him.
But hold on, this is a draft day trade, D. This was just
it's a trade, Skip.
Okay.
I know that's your team. I'm just giving you facts.
Okay, so this is never played for another team. So that doesn't trade Kobe because when he got drafted by them, they traded for him and he never suited up with nobody else. So
when he took a picture, he had a Charlotte Hornets hat on, not a Laker. So I just want you
again, I'm gonna say Michael Cooper.
Okay.
Because I don't think he played for anybody else. AC Green did leave in his twilight years.
And
can't use Kobe. Worthy is one of them. Worthy is one. He was a Laker. Magic was one.
And the logo.
Oh, Jerry West. Okay. Yeah, everybody else went on to do other things. So yeah. So
All right. Well,
what's the point of the question?
I just
Yeah, I
asked.
know.
fun fact for you. All right. Well, let's talk about something that's relevant here.
Cowboy. Let's talk about that interview with Dak Prescott.
No, sir. We're going to talk about something that is relevant, and, is current events. And I'm going to start it. God dang, I wish I had the national anthem queued up back here. Fuck Canada, first of all.
Hey,
Because not only did you come to America in the first game and trash the streets, then we go back to Canada and you're doing nothing but talking junk. Then you boo our national anthem.
he
and
talking
then
about
you get
hockey.
rocked at home in your own sport.
Hockey.
Red, white, and blue better than you. That's all I can say.
That sounds like a redneck, right?
Red, white, and blue better than you. Canada, you got beat at your own game. Now put on a football helmet and meet us on the field. Let's see how that goes.
I'll let you have that one there, sir. I'm gonna let you have that.
Cue up Freebird. Where's Leonard Skinner? All right. All right. Let's get into this last part because I've been trying to say it, but D's interrupted me twice with it now. Alex Pereira has signed his next fight. It will be his 6th title title defense fight. There we go. In the last year and a half.
Is this unprecedented?
No. Usually people do not fight for the champions do not defend titles 5 times in 1 year. Not usually.
No.
Not usually. Usually a champ gets 1-2 fights a year. You see him every 6 months. But he is a fighting champion, and he will be taking on Magomed Ankalaev. Let me say it again. Magomed Ankalaev.
Nobody.
No, this man is 20-1 with 1 no contest. So he is an up-and-coming fighter, and he also has more experience in the UFC than Alex Pereira does.
Oh, we might have a fight.
No, give me the dead man. Pereira in round 2.
We have. So you say we don't have one? So you got it.
Well, it's going to be a good fight. It's just
not if it's going to be in round 2.
Pereira's my number 1 right there.
In 2.
You got to
go in.
We'll get a good first round because the challenger will come out with that chip as they usually do. And then he's going to show his hands to the dead man, and he's going to sleep him in the second round.
So Kev, so let me ask you this: the opponent, we haven't seen him on any card because we haven't. You are our correspondent when it comes to the UFC. Mm-hmm. And how does he get in this title fight? Is it because nobody wants to get in the octagon with Pereira, or what are we getting here?
Or is it
worked his way up?
He worked his way up. Okay,
he's worked his way up. The fights that he's had,
I'm quite sure he climbed the ladder.
He's won, and he's won convincingly. And ain't really nobody else for Pereira to fight in that division.
That's what I was going with. That's what I was trying to get to.
He's already beat everybody. But hang on, Skip, real quick. As I mentioned on last week's show, Pereira was in Sean Strickland's corner for the title fight against Dracus du Plessis. Gotcha. After the fight, Pereira came into the ring. Du Plessis pointed right at him and said, "I want you."
I don't think. No,
it'll happen. Oh, it'll definitely happen. But this fight was already in the works. DDP just fought, so he's at least got to have 2 months of a rest, and then you go through a 6-week camp at the longest. So right. It will be towards the middle or end of the year if we get that fight.
Did John Jones sign the contract with the young boy?
Yeah, Aspinall, I believe it was called off.
Oh Lord.
And I hate to say it like this because you always want to see the best people fight. But I don't think John Jones should fight him. Even though John Jones, for me, is the best fighter in the world, period. You always going to have the young up-and-comers, and I get it. But at this point in his career, I wouldn't. I would go on into the sunset undefeated. Get that one last fight, like what he was talking about with Pereira or whoever it was, and be done with it. Because if that young boy is anything like his reputation that's preceding him, he going to drag John into the later rounds. In the later rounds, if it gets to 4 or 5 rounds, I think he'll beat him.
I believe that John Jones' I don't even want to say his biggest fear, but his biggest downfall would be getting into a later round fight.
Yeah.
Because he's used to having it done in 1, 2, or 3. So you start going to championship rounds 4 or 5. I don't know if he has, and it's not, I don't know if he has it, but we've just never seen him have to have that cardio.
Except when he the mega fight with what his name? Cormier. Now when it went to, I think one fight went 5 rounds because he knocked him out the other 2, right? Choked him out one time. But in that fight, he had everything else going for him. He didn't like him. You know, he really couldn't. I will die before I lose to him. That attitude. I don't think he'll have that attitude with this Aspinall dude. So
think of it from this aspect, and why I think he would have to have that attitude. John Jones is the Floyd Mayweather of UFC.
Yes.
So, with everything that comes behind it, every fight, you're getting up against somebody who is looking at The Undertaker's streak. You know what I mean? The Undertaker had his 27-0 WrestleMania streak. That you're the big dog on the block, as D says. You want to be the man, you got to beat the man. That's every opponent you come up against. This is the biggest fight of their life, and they are looking to cash out on your head. So that can also be a reason, like you're saying, not to fight.
Or they could do the Mayweather. Well, Mayweather only pick people when they out of their prime.
But watch this. You're talking about the Pacquiao fight, right?
No. I'm just saying.
No, but name one person. Name one person.
What I'm saying is Mayweather tends to play to go against a lot of people when they about to exit, when they about to leave. Yeah, all his fights, I ain't really never seen him. See, this is the problem I have with Mayweather. You talk a good game, you say you're gonna knock somebody out, and then we pay for it, and you go a whole 12. I'm tired.
Mayweather don't tell you he's knocking nobody out, not in these last years.
Well,
because
what I'm saying, he do a lot of talking, he do a lot of this, he do a lot of that. I will give him this. He is a finesse fighter, and he has learned the game. Just all I gotta do is get my punches in, and the rest of the fight, get what I need to do. Block and move, and get ready for the money. Because I'm gonna have the strippers in there later on tonight.
Look at the McGregor fight. That was exactly how it was.
We talk about real boxers now.
I'm just saying, the dude. Listen. I understand what y'all going to get. I know I don't hit a nerve because I'm talking about Mayweather. People love Mayweather because they love the way he fight. But one thing about Mayweather is I haven't seen him in a fight that they just go boom, boom. They going at it.
Okay, now. First,
waste of money.
Let's go. Let's work backwards. Let me ask this last time. When has Mayweather ever been in a stand-up, toe-to-toe, duke 'em out brawl? Period. When he was Pretty Boy Floyd, he was knocking people out. Then he started breaking his hands every fight. So he mastered the defensive aspect of boxing. And since he didn't stand there and get Muhammad Ali, people say he ain't fighting nobody. I'm just answering the question you said. You said when you ever see him go toe to toe, that's not his fight style. So since he's not doing,
but boxing is called boxing. It ain't called
hold on.
It's called
the art of boxing is to hit and not get hit. Am I correct?
Yeah.
So don't tell me about what boxing is. If that's what it is, the object is me to hit you and you not hit me. And he mastered that. And y'all mad at that. Now you want him to stand toe to toe and do what Mike Tyson did and get knocked out and embarrassed. And then he said, Lennox Lewis is did blah 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 whatever he said.
What I'm saying is, I like what you said. You said we want him standing there and go toe to toe and do his thing. That's right. But I don't want him picking and choosing who he know he gonna make money off of.
Okay, that's the money. That's the business part of it. But hold on, you made the statement just now that he picks people past their prime. Who he picked past their prime?
It's a bunch of them out there.
Make that statement, so I know you got to know somebody he picked past their prime.
Well, outside of Pacquiao, he
was older than Pacquiao.
Wait a minute, you asked.
See, he quick though. That's how the Mayweather guys is. They quick.
You gonna let me answer the question?
I'm a Tyson fan.
He picked Zab Judah. That was one.
Say it again.
He picked De La Hoya, and he
De La Hoya picked him.
De La Hoya could have came in a wheelchair.
Listen,
De La Hoya picked him. Come on now.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just giving. Okay, let me just give you the boxes then.
Yeah, please.
I said Zab Judah.
Okay.
I said Sugar. I'm gonna say Sugar Shane Mosley.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say. He fought Tito, didn't he? Did he fight Tito Trinidad?
No.
He didn't fool Trinidad. Okay, so I got Sugar Shane, I got De La Hoya, and I got Zab Judah. That's 3 I know off the rip.
Okay,
And
now
then the guy that he got that he snuck. I can't remember his name. The guy
Ortiz. Ortiz.
Ortiz, he didn't sneak Ortiz. You telling me that wasn't dirty what Ortiz did?
Ortiz. Wait a minute, Skip.
Hold on. Y'all saying too many things and not letting me rebut none of it.
I was asking you a
question.
question.
Ortiz didn't do him dirty.
I said Ortiz.
Talking to TC down here that's telling me about the one he snuck. How he snuck it?
Hey, they were just standing there. And he just went on. He got him in, dog. That dude was getting the best of him. Go look at that on the replay. I got a 5-stick. I can show it to you.
You ain't got to show it to me because I know what I'm talking about.
Okay, because he was getting the best of them.
You said that De La Hoya was past his prime. Floyd Mayweather is known for saying that De La Hoya chose him to fight because he was an up-and-comer, just like how when Floyd whooped Canelo ass, Canelo was an up-and-comer, because Floyd didn't have no belts then. Now, De La Hoya chose the glove sizes, he chose the weight and everything, and he got the lion's share of the money, and Floyd didn't get nothing, which is what made Floyd into the type of fighter he is now because of what De La Hoya did to him. So he didn't pick De La Hoya past his prime. De La Hoya chose him.
I'd rather see Clarissa fight.
Again. You said he's picking people past their prime. Everybody wanted to say Pacquiao this, Pacquiao that. Floyd was older than Pacquiao. So how did him not being in his prime pick somebody past their prime?
But everybody age is different. So Pacquiao could have been past his prime.
Pacquiao was on the way out the door, whether he was younger than him or not.
Pacquiao had Skip.
So Floyd was still in his prime when he fought Pacquiao?
Yes.
Stop it.
Man,
Tom Brady won a Super Bowl at 44.
Man, stop that. You killing me.
You know for a fact, Skip. Come on now. You know
In
for a
his
fact.
prime, D. In his
Pacquiao.
prime, he was knocking dudes out.
No. After Skip.
Oh my God.
I'm going. No.
He was knocking people.
Fellas. We gonna go into the last takes here. We gonna hit the last takes here.
I got him started. I'm sorry.
You ain't got me started. No, it's just the fact that you're gonna maybe be something I'm not. Hey man, TC Taurus, glad to see you on here, brother. Glad for you to come on, put a face to the name. Had a ball with you. Hopefully you can come back, next week or whenever you choose to. For anybody in the chat, y'all want to come on here, man, and debate with us, argue with us, get me out of character like Taurus think he did. Y'all come on. Appreciate every one of y'all. I have nothing to say. D, this is the last time I'm gonna say this. Y'all the champs, man. Good job. Dallas, I will never have to say it for y'all. So.
Thank everybody for tuning in. TC, appreciate it. Kiss that king. Hey, thank you. Because I didn't know you was coming. Kev and Snook went on me. So I appreciate everybody tuning in. Good debate, fellas. Good topics. Everybody keep tuning in, and I really appreciate it.
TC, tell the people what you want them to hear.
All right, all I want y'all to hear is if you got women at the house, ladies, your wives or anything, tell them go get checked out. I had a fellow firefighter that we feel dearly, and she passed this week. So make sure you pass that on. That's all I want, the message I want to do, because cancer is serious. And when she found out about it, it was a little bit too late, and you'll probably hear about it on the news.
Okay.
Well, we are sorry for your loss, TC, and that is a great point. Go get
you and your
checked out.
Compadres are in our prayers, man. For real.
Absolutely. Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. We will be back next Monday. Mr. TC, thank you for jumping on the show and being man enough to back. D, how do you get these fireworks every week? Being man enough to back what you say, not just being a keyboard gangster. He got in the chat with us. Okay?
Yes, he did.
Absolutely. Well, we will be back next week.
Because I want to keep this going. This is something I like to keep going. I don't have to be on here all the time. Just tell me whatever, and I like to keep going.
Brother, we feel like we appreciate this.
Send you an invoice.
Yeah, we appreciate this because we want the people that we argue with when they type to get an opportunity to come at me or D or Kev or whoever, because that's what this is, a debate show. It's all our opinion. So we appreciate it, brother, for real. For real. That's why I was like, wait, the next week, you better push that button.
All right. Well,
we appreciate you, man.
All the viewers at home, thank you for tuning in. Until we return next Monday, please, for the love of God,
stay on TC.
And the wings, lemon pepper, baby. We are